or they don't know. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Naham prakasa sarvasya yoga maya samabrataha. He is not revealed to everyone. Not everybody can know him. And not knowing him, all of us living entities in this material world, we are conditioned and we are struggling hard. Mana shasthani indriyani prakriti sthani karsati. Actually, our existence is something similar to the sunshine. The sunshine, can it ever be separated from the sun? Can never be, right? Sunshine is a dependent truth on the independent truth, sun. So like that, we are always connected with the Lord. But because we are Krishna Bahirmukha, because we have turned our face away from Krishna, we are thinking that we can enjoy here in this material world, and we are struggling life after life, life after life. Bhagavad Gita says in the 5th chapter, Ajnanena abritam muhyanti te jantavaha. Because of the covering of ignorance, forgetting who we are struggling hard in this material world. So that is why the Lord sometimes, comes as an expansion, which is also known as Prakasa Tattva. Prakasa Tattva means who reveals the identity of the Lord. So when, and that Prakasa Tattva is Balaram when Krishna comes, is Lakshman when Ram comes, is Nityananda Prabhu when Chaitanya comes. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the most merciful incarnation of the Lord, accessible to people like us in Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, to accept or to receive the mercy of the Lord is very difficult, because people are all disturbed. Bhagavatam in the beginning mentions, in the conversation between the sages of Naimisharanya and Sutta Goswami, they say, Prayana alpa ayusa sabhya kalau asmin yuge janaha. Manda sumanda matayoho manda bhagyahi upadrata. That is the status of each one of us in this material world. Prayana alpayusa. Our lifespans are very short, not very long. Prayana alpayusa sabhya. Most people have short lifespan. You see that there are younger generations who develop so many unknown diseases which were not known earlier. Prayana alpayusa sabhya kalau asmin yuge jana manda. People are lazy. It's not like people are looking forward to where is some spiritual knowledge available I should go and take advantage of. No, rather they want to postpone, they want to do something else. Because there is a rasa inside us, there is a taste that we have developed for enjoying the material world. Even if it is very low level taste, that keeps us binding to this material world. We're not able to come out. Prayana alpa isa sabhya kalau asmin yuge jana manda. People are lazy. Sumanda matayo, their intelligence is dull. Some of the things we hear repeatedly, again and again, still it doesn't translate into action. Sumanda matayo, manda bhagya, and they're unfortunate. Somebody is ready, pure devotees like Srila Prabhupada come in our lives, and they're ready to bestow their mercy, but we are so unfortunate, we're not even bothered. We are busy in our own lives, and we have our own plans and agendas. Manda, sumanda matayoho, manda bhagya, and all. If you by mercy of the Lord or by some will of providence, you are able to overcome these three things. Upadrata. They're always disturbed. They may come to the temple. They may come by some good fortune, the dint of some good fortune. They come to the temple. They understand that the human life is very important. It is meant to serve the Lord. But they are so disturbed in their mind, so many anxieties, so many problems, so many worries, that prevent them to take to this path of spirituality seriously and sincerely. So that is why the Lord, when He comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 years back, He demonstrates how we should live our life. What should we do? How should we perfect our life so that we can go back in this very life itself? And He comes as a devotee, and He engages in devotional service and demonstrates through His associates how we can perfect our life. And one such example is one of the Goswamis by name Raghunath Das Goswami. Today is that most auspicious day when Raghunath Das Goswami received the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, received the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. A jiva, a living entity, when he receives the mercy of the Lord, that day becomes the most fortunate. How do you know whether you have received the mercy of the Lord? First thing that happens in the heart is you become interested, inquisitive to figure it out. Otherwise, Krishna Bahirmukha Jiva Bhogavancha Kare Nikatastha Maya Tare Jhapatiya Dhare. Because we have turned our face away from Krishna, Krishna Bahirmukha Jiva Bhogavancha Kare, and he wants to enjoy. Krishna Bahirmukha Jiva Bhogavancha Kare Nikatastha Maya Tare Jhapatiya Dhare. So Maya immediately captures us. It enslaves us. So the spirit soul who's trapped in this body, who doesn't have an independent existence, thinks that this body is his permanent existence. This is what he's supposed to enjoy. This is what he's supposed to live with in this material world. Some of us, we are 40 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old, 7 years old. We are living, we have taken birth in this material world. Like that, Krishna says, there is another world which exists, which is the spiritual world. Parastasmatu bhavo anyo vyakto vyaktat sanatanaha. So there is one world which is existing, which is spiritual world, where we all belong. But forgetting our relationship and engaging in this material rasa, relishing this, tasting this again and again, we are completely misled and misdirected. That is where Nityananda Prabhu comes as the expansion Prakasa Tattva of the Lord, who reveals what is our position, who reveals even what is the position of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is not different from Krishna, who comes. Interestingly, compared to all other incarnations where you need some qualification to receive the mercy of the Lord, here you don't need any qualification. Nityananda Prabhu goes to marketplace, to all abominable people like Jagai Madhai, and distributes this love of God freely. Just take it. Take it. Whatever life you have, whatever you have done, what sinful activities you have done, doesn't matter. He doesn't see any of those things. Forget about it. Whatever has happened, happened. Now take up to this. Come and absorb in this process of chanting and purify your life. So Goswami, the word Goswami comes from two words. Go means senses, and Swami means who's a controller of the senses. These are exalted personalities. They are so exalted that even if we hear a little about them, there is another kind of inspiration which arises in our heart. I should also become little detached like them. And that is the beginning of our spiritual life. So Raghunath Das Goswami, he was born in a place called Saptagram, which is pretty close to Navadvip Nadia, to a very rich family, Govardhan Majumdar. He was a Jamindar in the year 1496. So when he was about 15 years old, Raghunath Das Goswami, after hearing a lot of wonderful qualities, pastimes and activities of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, developed a desire that I should go and meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born in 1486, and in the year 1510, he took sannyas at 24 years. When he was 24 years, he took sannyas. And after taking sannyas, he wanted to go to Vrindavan, but he got tricked. And instead of reaching Vrindavan, he was on his way to Puri, but he ended up in a place called Santipur where he was staying. And Raghunath Das Goswami heard that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is here. He has taken sannyas. He has shaved off completely. He was married. He's the Supreme Lord. He's propagating this holy name. He had so tremendous desire inside, thought I should go and meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. People like us, 15 years old, 16 years old, or whatever, we have what kind of desires we develop? Where we can go and watch some movies, somewhere we can hide and do some things. Those kind of desires come naturally inside us. But this is Raghunath Das Goswami, just by hearing. And this hearing is so powerful. This one thing Prabhupada stresses so much. And he had so immense faith in this one particular thing. If a jiva, conditioned living entity, hears, Because this is transcendental message. This is directly coming from Lord, not spoken by me or any other conditioned living entity. When we hear, the heart gets transformed. Prabhupada's firm belief when he came by the order of his spiritual master is Nitya Shraddha Krishna Prem Sadhya Kavunai Shravanadi Suddha Chitte Karayodaya. Nitya Siddha. In our hearts, in each one of our heart, Krishna Prema is there, dormant. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Sadhya Kavunai. It's not like you have to cook it or you have to do something. It is already cooked, ready, everything is there inside. In the full blossomed state, the Krishna Prem is there in the heart. Then why we are not able to experience? Shravanadi Suddha Chitte, because there is a covering. Shravanadi Suddha Chitte. When we hear these instructions of Krishna or about Krishna from a pure devotee, Shravanadi Suddha Chitte. Chitta becomes purified. Karayodaya. Immediately it becomes manifest. So powerful this hearing. And Prabhupada had immense faith on this. Doesn't matter who we are, how conditioned, and what kind of state we are coming from. Hearing about Krishna naturally makes us attracted towards him. And the same thing happened to Raghunath Das Goswami. By hearing about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, hearing his activities, his pastimes, he thought, my time has come, I should go and meet him. You know, the most difficult thing in this material world, what is the most difficult thing? To develop detachment. And detachment doesn't come just by artificially renouncing ourselves from sense objects. That is the path of jnana. Detachment comes by experiencing higher taste. Today morning I was telling this verse, Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina rasovarjyam rasopyasya param društva nivartate. Vishaya, Visha and Vishaya are similar. Visha separates the body from the soul. Vishaya separates the soul from the Lord. Vishaya comes as an obstacle, right? Vishaya vinivartante. You may try to keep a distance from Vishaya, from the sense objects. Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina. And you may starve yourself, you may not feed your senses, but the taste, the rasa inside is still there. It's just that, you have maintained some distance or you're artificially trying to renounce. That's why you're able to control for some time. The moment everything else is available, nobody is there to see, that becomes so strong, it overpowers us. Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina rasovarjyam rasopyasya param društva. Param društva. Društva is when we experience higher taste, when we experience transcendental taste, that we can give it up. Something like this happened to Raghunath Das Goswami when he started hearing about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the value of human life. He developed natural detachment even though he was belonging to a very wealthy family. So without telling anybody, he just went to Santipur and served Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for 5 or 7 days. And his parents were very happy, excited, thought, my son is doing so nice. No. It doesn't happen. They were so worried. What is this? In 15 years of age, he's developing some attachment to a renunciant, to a sannyasi. What will happen to him? We should immediately enslave him. So they put 11 guards, always guarding him so that he doesn't go away. And he's always being checked and he's under the supervision of some people. 11 guards were there guarding him. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after taking sannyas, was deciding to go to Puri. Then he went to the South India trip. He went through the east coast, came back through the west coast, through Jharkhand forest. He came back to Puri. He also met Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was 60 years old, very elderly, scholarly person. But by the purity of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Lord, he transformed him to a devotee. And these words were spreading. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, the priest of Jagannath temple, has become a devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He met Rupa and Sanatana. They were 2 ministers in the Hussain Shah's kingdom. They became devotees. So all these words were spreading. And now 4 more years have passed. So he was about 19 years old. And this time when he heard again that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is there in Santipur, he took permission from his parents. Please allow me to go and meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Here in our case, people have to beat and somehow, please come to the temple, come. But this fellow is eagerly waiting, anticipating, when will I go and meet? When will I do this spiritual activity? This human life is so uncertain, so little, the time that we have when our consciousness is proper, by the time even we do little action, it is over, finished. So what did we achieve? What did we do? We just got immersed in this material world. There is a song which Bhakti Vinod Thakur has written, very beautiful song. In one line in that song, he says, Maya base, yacha bese, khacha habu dabu bhai. It means, my dear living entities within this material world, why are you being carried away by the waves of modes of material by the modes of material nature? Mayara base, yache bhese, khache habu dabu bhai. In the waves of material nature, we're trying to enjoy and being carried away by the modes of material nature. Why are we doing this? That's what he's asking. Not knowing, what is the real goal of our life. We're busy making so many plans. Anyway, when he was 19, he heard again the glories of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, took permission from his parents and went and met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu one more time. And this time when he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him that don't do some artificial renunciation. Do all your duties properly, but develop that detachment from within. There is a verse in 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita where it is mentioned, artificial renunciation is not what the true renunciation is. It's the renunciation which has to come from within. Otherwise, this is called mithyachar, pretension. So when you naturally, it's a practice. And when the appropriate time comes, at that time you will receive the mercy of the Lord. So this Raghunath Das Goswami goes back, and then his parents, as usual, were more worried that why our son is so much getting attracted to the Supreme Lord, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So they got him married. And they got him married, and then, like most parents think for their children, let's put him also. We also went through this. Let our children also go through the same thing. So that, whatever sufferings we had, they don't think it is suffering. They think whatever enjoyment we had, let our children also enjoy the same way and get entangled in this material world. That is what they did with Raghunath Das Goswami. And then, but Raghunath Das Goswami, even after that, made several attempts to go and meet the Supreme Lord. Many times he did that, but he will be captured and he'll be brought back. Like that it was happening. And then one day, this Raghunath Das Goswami's mother speaks to his father saying that, why don't we tie our son with some chains, some ropes? He is running away so many times. And his father responded at that time that, if the wealth of Indra, your son has got the possession, your possession like, Indra's wealth, and he has got a beautiful wife like Apsara. If that can't bind him, what chain can bind him? This is the power of Krishna Prem. When it is arisen, when it is awakened inside our heart, naturally all other things become pale. We see this in the examples of, we were reading this gopis. When Krishna started playing his flute, in the dead of the night, when they were being stopped by all their family members, relatives, and so many other people, they were trying to block them. They didn't care. They were doing something, whatever they were doing, they forgot everything, rushed to Krishna. That is what is our natural state. But we are so immersed in so many other duties and responsibilities. And that is why the Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva Dharman Parityajya. Give up all kinds of occupational duties that you have created for yourself. Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Raja. Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayisyami Ma Sucha. Don't fear. The life is always, filled with so much of fear and anxiety. Because we want to protect ourselves. We want to ensure the plans that we have made should work out for us. And it doesn't. And then we feel fearful. We feel anxious. But when we take the shelter of the Lord, by the direction of a pure devotee, we become fearless. We become free from all anxieties. So this Raghunath Das Goswami, when he when he wanted to make this several attempts, this was the conversation that his father and mother had. Then he heard that Nityananda Prabhu is there next to his village. It was on the banks of Ganges, a place called Panihati, which is what is the festival name, Panihati Chidadahi. So he goes and he pays obeisance to Nityananda Prabhu, who is none other than Balaram, from a distance. And somebody comes and informs this to Nityananda Prabhu that Raghunath Das Goswami has come and he's paying obeisance from a distance. So then Nityananda Prabhu says, okay, bring him in front of me. So Raghunath Das Goswami comes and Nityananda Prabhu puts his lotus feet on Raghunath Das Goswami and tells that you are a thief. You're trying to pay obeisance, you're hiding from me and you're paying obeisance from a distance. Actually, when we receive the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu or his representative, like spiritual master, that we develop a spiritual interest in our heart. Otherwise, it's not possible. That's why the song, Ar kabe nitai chandera karuna hoibe, samsara vasana kabe mora tuchha habe. This may sound very this thing, how mysteriously this happens when somebody receives the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu naturally. Samsara vasana, which captivates everybody. Mushyanti jantava, everybody. What is that verse in Bhagavad Gita which says 7.13? Prakriti no. Tribhir gunamair bhaver, evi sarvam idam jagat, mohitam nami janati. Mohitam, we are completely bewildered. Samsara vasana is so strong, it completely makes us forget our real position. And we accept ourselves, this body, and we forget ourselves and keep doing some activities to please, to satisfy ourselves and get entangled. So, Ar kave nitai chandera karuna hoive, samsara vasana moro kave tuchha have. Tuchha have. This becomes just insignificant. Natural. This is not artificial. That is how somebody develops this detachment from material world and decides, let me serve the Lord full time in life. That is exactly what happened, and Nityananda Prabhu blessed him, and he said, not just my blessing, all these associates, all other Vaishnavas who are here, all of you bless Raghunath Das Goswami. And he said, I want to give you a punishment today. So what was the punishment? The punishment is that you have to make nice chipped rice mixed with bananas, yogurt, mangoes, milk, and feed all the devotees over here. Actually, you don't know the secret of advancement in spiritual life lies in pleasing Vaishnavas. It's such a closely guarded secret, but this is the truth. When the Vaishnavas from the heart feel satisfied and happy with our service, we make spiritual progress. And he told, you are a wealthy man, you have got so much of money, why don't you feed all these Vaishnavas? And he did. He got cart full of chipped rice, camphor, all sweetmeats, everything. And there were a lot of devotees. They also heard, there's a feast like this which is happening. They all came. Nityananda Prabhu was reminiscing, like Krishna and Balaram, they used to go to the forest and they used to have Banabhoj, where Krishna and Balaram used to have feast with the cowherd boys. So it was like a picnic for them. So Nityananda Prabhu and all other Vaishnavas, they relished this beautiful chipped rice mixed with yogurt, and there were two preparations. One was prepared with yogurt, the other one was prepared with milk, and everybody relished. And Nityananda Prabhu, by his mystical this thing, could call Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Only a few selected devotees could see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as present. And there was an exchange of this prasadam being served and fed to each other. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at the end of the festival disappears from there, and Raghunath Das Goswami, with great zeal, he just clasps the feet of Nityananda Prabhu and prays. I have been struggling, I have this desire to serve the Lord, but I have been struggling for so long. Oh Nityananda Prabhu, please bless me. That should be our prayer today. Individually, whether we are in a family, whatever it is, we've been going through so much of struggle. We all know that. It's not something which is new. how much of miseries we are encountering. Enough. With the heart, with a sincere this thing, we should pray, O Nityananda Prabhu, please bless me. Please bless me so that I develop some desire to engage in devotional service to the Lord. And if we sincerely pray, Nityananda Prabhu is very, very merciful. He will bless. And we get more and more service opportunities to engage in devotional service. That's exactly what happened in this day. Raghunath Das Goswami got the blessings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and by the blessings of Nityananda Prabhu. And soon, one day there was some arrangement by the Lord. He could manage to escape from his house. Instead of taking the normal route, he took a route through the forest and went and met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and started serving him and perfected his life. So wonderful example of this, of Nityananda Prabhu. Before we close today, because we are already running out of time, there are two verses I'll just say. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Daya Karaha Vichar Vichara Karile Chitte Paiva Chamatkar. You may be thinking, some of you may not have heard about who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is, who's Nityananda Prabhu. What are we talking about? We know about Vishnu, we know about Krishna. These are all called the hidden incarnation, Channa Avatar. This particular verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita is telling that if you can indeed if you are indeed interested in logic and argument, kindly apply it to the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You're really thinking, who's this Lord? How did he come? What is this? How come we don't know? Use all your argument and logic to know how merciful they are. And if you do that, if you use all your intelligence and logic to find out how merciful they are, then you will find that it is chamatkar. Vichara karile chitte paive chamatkar. You'll be actually positively surprised. My God, this is the position of this Lord? Chamatkar. That there is a wonderful this thing which will happen in the heart. That is the position of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. And we are so fortunate that even if we are so fallen, Prabhupada by his mercy has given us the worship of Nitai Gauranga. We witnessed the wonderful Abhishekam to them. And if we hear more about them, which we are doing, and again, participate in the means that they have given, this chanting the holy name of the Lord, which is the most powerful medicine to remove this Bhavaroga in this Kali Yuga. There's no other medicine. If we do that sincerely, we will develop the Krishna Prema in our heart. So, there is a lot to say, but we don't have so much of time. There is one thing with which I want to conclude. Where do I go here? You see some of you who are coming for the first time that these deities are standing with their raised hands. So what do they do by standing all day, keeping their hands raised? What is it that they're trying to do? Or what is it that they're trying to convey? So there is a verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita which says, what are they trying to do by keeping their hands raised? So it is saying, Bahu tuli hari boli, preme drishte chhaye, kariya kalma sanasa premete bhasaye. You all saw, I don't know how much you paid attention, but if you see very closely, the raised hands of Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, before you leave or whatever time you have, pay attention to that. So he's telling Bahu tuli. Bahu tuli means raising hands in Bengali. Bahu tuli, hari boli. And they're saying chant hari bol. Chant the names of the Lord. Bahu tuli, hari boli, preme drishte chhaye. What they're doing is, doesn't matter if you're standing outside, somewhere there is no place, or somewhere there. Preme drishte chhaye. They are looking with their merciful glance. They're seeing who's there, where, somebody is sitting there, somebody, one small baby. Everybody they are looking. Preme drishte chhaye. And when they are putting their merciful glance on you, what are they trying to do? Kalmasa nasa premete bhasaye. They take away all the impurities in the heart and fill that heart with prema, Krishna prema. So that's the wonderful festival today that we have. Now we will have Arati for the Lord. Pray to the Lord. Pray to Nityananda Prabhu. Pray in the same footsteps of Raghunath Das Goswami, so that we develop a little detachment from the material world and develop an attachment or an inclination or an interest to engage in devotional service to the Supreme Lord. That we will close here. Srila Prabhupada ki, Panihati Chidadahi Mahotsav ki, Raghunath Das Goswami ki, नित्यानंद प्रभु की, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे।